Having met the country's top leadership, Chief Mediator Koffi Annan and Graca Machel, a member of the panel of eminent African persons, held a media briefing to rate the government's performance in the implementation of Agenda 4 reforms.
A lot has happened since between October and now. What is important is that we maintain the momentum.
These reforms have to be complete, particularly when we talk of the Constitution. It has to be completed as early as 2010.
But Annan expressed concern at the conduct and utterances of some political leaders that he says are a major threat to the fragile state of the nation and ongoing efforts to heal and reconcile the country after the post-election skirmishes.
When you see the discussions and the moves of some of the politicians and their supporters, it's as if 2007, 2008 never occurred or had no lessons for us.
The consequences can be even worse than 2007. No one in this country, in this continent, in the world, can expect the events of 2007 to happen again.
Dealing with the impunity and bringing to book the suspected masterminds of post-election skirmishes is yet another aspect that Annan says is crucial. He described the recent visit by prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, Luis Moreno Ocampo, as critical and held the two principles for undertaking to cooperate with ICC.
The victims need justice. We always focus on the rights of the big men. We have to think of the victims as well.
However, there are fears that violence could break out if top leaders from certain regions are netted by Ocampo. But Annan says Kenya will not be the first country whose leaders have been made to face justice at The Hague.
A nation does not depend or thrive or collapse because of one man or several men. You are an important nation, and we need to build Kenya on solid foundations.
The wrangles within the coalition government did not escape Annan's attention.
Tendency for some cabinet ministers to sit in cabinet, participate in decisions which are taken collectively, and then go to the public and talk as if they don't know anything about the decision and take a completely different position.
Annan and Machel have said they will return to the country next year to further pressurize the government to remain focused on the reform agenda before the 2012 campaign fever takes root. The Grand Coalition government may have received a favorable scorecard from Chief Mediator Koffi Annan on the implementation of Agenda 4 reforms. However, it is the conduct of some cabinet ministers who have been flouting the principle of collective responsibility and the new political alliances that are being formed that he says could easily water down the gains that have been made so far. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV at Serena Hotel in Nairobi.